Beginners must see. Aso Optimization Pitfall Avoidance Guide. Why is your app always invisible in search? Sooner or later, every app faces the need to promote itself in stores. If you are just starting to work with ASO and are trying to decide on the right service, it is important to figure out what tasks and results may be relevant to you. ASO App Store Optimization is a set of measures to optimize a mobile app page in the App Store, Google Play, and alternative stores. The main goal of ASO is to improve the app's visibility in search, increase conversion from page views to installs, and attract a relevant audience. For effective ASO, it is important to correctly select text metadata title, description, keywords and visual elements icon, screenshots, video previews that will convince users to choose your app over competitors. ASO can be roughly divided into two components. Text optimization includes working with text metadata, title, descriptions short and long, subtitle, keywords, and other fields. The main goal is to increase the app's relevance to users' search queries and improve its position in search results. Visual optimization involves the creation and testing of graphic elements, icons, screenshots, and video previews of the application. High-quality visuals attract users' attention in search results and increase the likelihood of installs. For example, a well-designed icon and screenshots can significantly increase the conversion of the app page. Text optimization is responsible for making users find your app in search, while visual optimization is responsible for making them want to install it. If the app is in the top search results but visually loses to competitors, users will not download it. As a result, the application will quickly lose ground and may move from the 50 line to the 50 line. However, for a long-term result, it is important to work comprehensively not only with texts and visual elements, but also with reviews, app rating, user retention, and error resolution. It is important to take into account all of the above aspects at the same time, otherwise investments in marketing and PR will not give the desired effect. Example: when an app needs text optimization, incoherent app header, use of the same words in different languages, lack of separators and capital letters in the subtitle. Example: when text optimization is not required, a well-written headline, a beautifully designed name using the separator, clear and concise subtitle. If desired, you can modify it, supplementing it with key queries. It is important to emphasize that the absence of obvious flaws does not mean that text metadata no longer needs to be worked with. Even well-designed text fields require regular analysis and improvements. An example of when an app needs visual optimization: small text that is not designed according to a single markup template, a large amount of white space in the screenshots, carelessly placed device mockups that disturb the visual balance, lack of emphasis on the functionality of the application. Example: when visual optimization is not required, the first screenshot is stylized, the texts in the screenshots are designed according to a single template, the functionality of the application is emphasized, important information is highlighted in bright color. At the same time, it should be remembered that if visuals look more attractive than those of competitors, this does not guarantee high conversion. It's important to constantly test new solutions, track results, and adapt the design to your goals and objectives. Popular types of ASO services. The choice of ASO service depends on your app and current goals. Below are 4 key areas that we propose to consider as part of working with ASO. Textual ASO metadata includes keyword selection and analysis, optimization of the title, short full description, subtitle, and keywords fields. The main task of text metadata is to maximize the relevance of the app and improve search rankings. Competent work with text is a way to increase organic traffic, especially in competitive niches. Visual ASO, it focuses on the design, icon, screenshots, promo videos, and other visual elements of the page. The service includes competitor analysis, technical specification development, support in creating creatives, and generating ideas for A/B tests. ASO audit, comprehensive analysis of the current state of the application page. It is carried out before starting work with ASO or when there are problems with growth, for example, a sharp drop in the application in the search results. Long-term support. We have already mentioned that ASO is not a one-time activity. After initial optimization, it is important to accompany the project, track the results, update metadata in time, and conduct A/B tests as new hypotheses emerge. Maintenance is especially important when OS updates are released and when the competitive environment installs changes. Reasons for ASO ineffectiveness. Even with active work with ASO, you may not get the desired result if there are critical problems in the application itself. The following are the most common reasons for a decrease in ASO performance. Low rating and negative reviews. The average rating of an app affects its position and user trust. If the rating drops below ceiling, store algorithms may lower the app in the search results, and the conversion rate may decrease significantly. It is important to process negative reviews in a timely manner and eliminate the problems identified in them. Quick reaction and attention to users often lead to a positive change in the rating. Failures and poor stability. Regular errors, crashes, and poor application quality lead to traffic loss. If many users uninstall the app or complain about bugs after installation, the ranking algorithms consider this as a bad signal. Before starting with ASO, it is important to make sure that the app is technically stable. Low-quality visuals, an unattractive icon, irrelevant screenshots, or outdated video previews reduce click-through rates and worsen the perception of the product. Even with good text optimization, visuals remain the most important factor in making an installation decision. The design should not only be aesthetically pleasing, but also emphasize the key advantages of the application. Obsolete keywords. Store algorithms and search trends are constantly changing, and with them so are user requests. If you haven't updated your semantic core for months, there's a good chance that it doesn't reflect your audience's current interests. This is especially true on the eve of the introduction of semantic search in the App Store. The adaptation of metadata is becoming critical. Lack of localization. If your app is available in different languages, but not optimized for those languages, you will lose a significant portion of potential traffic. Localization is not just a translation, but the adaptation of texts, visuals, and messages to the behavioral and cultural characteristics of the target audience. Lack of A/B tests and analytics. If you update metadata and visuals intuitively, without testing hypotheses and analyzing the data, the result can be unpredictable. Modern A/B testing tools allow you to evaluate the effectiveness of each page element, icons, screenshots, texts. Without constant iterations, you're missing out on opportunities to increase conversions. ASO is one of the key tools for organic growth. To determine what actions are needed in your case, start by analyzing your current metrics. ranking, SERP positions, conversions, and reviews. If the problem is obvious, low CTR, poor keyword positions, a sharp decrease in installs, you should turn to the appropriate format of the service, text or visual optimization or audit. Click follow. Bye bye.